Good evening and welcome back. I'm going to do something slightly different in this one. Basically, the missus had the baby and it's summer holidays, and the girls, well, although you won't be watching this during the summer holidays, maybe it will be, I don't know, it depends on the order of how these videos are going out. But the girls, so my two eldest two, it's a weird way of saying it, they've got not a lot to do, and I want to make sure that they don't have a dull summer holiday. So what I've decided to do is do some solo parenting, and I'm going to take them away and do a little bit of camping over at the Haven Caravan Park, which £35 or £34 is what it's cost for us to spend a night away with a play pass. Hopefully they'll be able to do some swimming, walking. What else can you do there? Play on the arcades, which will probably rinse me out. However, as I speak, it's currently the day beforehand and I need to go get some diesel. Reason being is because you'll see on here, I have got 30 miles of range, which is absolutely bugger all. Now, I know you're going to say, well, have you only got 30 miles worth of range? Surely it's going to like mess up your car and all that sort of jazz. I just come back from IKEA and I didn't have time because I had to go pick them up. So I'm going to go get my diesel now. Fill the car up, nice full tank, probably going to cost me around about, do you know what? I think it's going to cost me £90. Let's do a specific number. I think it's going to cost me £87, and I'll let you know how much it costs me in the next slide. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you along. We're going to go do some camping, and we're going to see how solo parent camping is going to be. I can only imagine with a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, it's going to be absolutely gash. I mean, it's going to be great. No, I'm hoping to have a great time, and yeah, if you want to watch, feel free to watch. I know it's a little bit of a filler video away from the Rover. It's just the Rover's still got some stuff being done to it. So yeah, come along for the ride. If you want to, you want to. If not, still give me a like, give me a subscribe, please, because I love being popular. I love knowing people are watching me. That sounds like voyeurism. Whatever. Look, let's find out how much it is. I think it's going to be £87 worth of diesel. See you in a second. Right, I've just gone and got my fuel. I was very, very close. No, I wasn't. I was a fiver out. So basically, I ended up putting in 66.59 litres worth of diesel, which at the current price of 138.9 of the King's pennies, which I suppose I could have just said 139 pence, but that's not the exact number that was on there. It come to £92 and 49 pence, which is 720 miles worth of range. Yay! I don't need to drive that far. I think the total amount of driving is going to be, what, 150 miles? Look at the glare from the light from the top of the car. Ignore that. Right, I'm now going to pop into Tesco's. There is other supermarkets you can go to, but we all know I love Tesco's. And grab a few extra little snacky bits. Probably crisps, probably snack bars, because children love crisps and snack bars instead of real meals. I've bought them pot noodles as a treat. They honestly believe they're a treat. Are they? Pretending that poverty food is treat. Crafty from my side, I know. Anyway, next time you see me, it will be just before I set driving, set course, go on course. Next time you see me, it'll be just before I start driving. As for them two, I won't really record too much on the drive itself because I haven't got anything to attach my phone to, because I don't. But I'll let you know how the excitement goes once I get there. See you in a bit. Just made it to Haven, haven't we, girls?
Yeah, Haven.
Cushy, we made it to Haven.
Haven's my favourite.
She's playing with the little man. Right, that was a lovely drive. I started the journey on 720 miles worth of range. I've now got 705 miles worth of range, so that's some very efficient driving in the last 2 hours. Cushy, do you want to say hello?
We have a bad
That's Priya.
day.
Cushy?
Even Haven is the best.
It's mildly damp. There wouldn't be a British holiday without it being wet. So what we're going to do now is drive over to the basic pitches. That's correct, we're on holidays. Drive over to the basic pitch, get the tent put up, and we're going to go
swimming.
I spent years working in data centers, so I've got hair in my ears. So that means that my ears are protected via the. That's it. I'm on my own. Send help. Send help. Send help. All right, we're at the campsite. As you can see behind me, lots of camping, lots of tents, lots of people. Look at that. This is our lovely Tesco 4-man tent, princely sum £30. They're sat inside the car. It rained while I was putting it together, and this will be how it's set up inside. They've got themselves, I say they, I'm here as well, double mattress. We'll have some sleeping bags. I bought blankets and pillows for them just in case, but it is hot as anything inside here. So we'll soon see whether we actually need that. But yeah, 4-man tent, big enough to fit the 3 of us in there because they ain't too large. Got a little porch. It's going to be good quality. Hopefully it cools down a little bit because it is unbearably hot inside here. So got to let it air out a little bit to keep it cool. But yeah, hopefully camping goes all right. Going to get them sorted and get ready to go swimming now. So that'll be entertaining. Let me take them swimming. I thought I'd take this opportunity to give an update. We've been swimming. It was a little bit more difficult than I expected. Essentially, you have to book to swim using the indoor pool. So waited till 1 o'clock, went to the outdoor pool, got changed in the little wooden shack. Come out of the little wooden shack and then they went, oh, really sorry, but the outdoor pool is now closed. I was like, we've literally been here 5 minutes, what's going on? They're like, oh, we haven't cleaned it over the lunchtime when it's supposed to be closed. So they let me go into the indoor pool. So me, the 2 girls, went into the indoor pool, had a nice swim, got showered, got changed. After which we then walked back to the car in the rain. So I got soaked on the way there, got soaked in the pool, and I got a little bit wet while I was there. And then when I got back to the car, you know, guess what? I forgot my keys. When I say forgot my keys, I didn't forget them, I lost them. I didn't know where they were. So I've just spent the last half hour looking for my keys. Turns out I put them in the child seat in the back, which I put a blanket on top of. Happy days. Oh, and I left the front door of the tent open, so when it rained, it got wet inside because I'm well educated. A wasp also got in as well. This is turning out to be like a, you know, like Faulty Towers or like a comedy sort of thing. But the eldest one's in there watching a tablet. The youngest one, not youngest, the middle one, is currently in there looking at the blank screen of a tablet, eating a packet of Pom Bears, cheese flavoured. Other crisps obviously are available. And I'm here attempting to boil some water so I can make a pot noodle. I'm being summoned, so I'm going to go. I'll give you an update. I'm midway through cooking the pot noodle, as you can see with the pot. And, well, I've done the eldest one. Hers is there. I'm just doing a little bit more water for it. And I was like, oh, Cushy, that's the mid one. You're a little bit quiet. Why so quiet? I found out why she's quiet. Passed out. She looks almost identical to the way I once looked being woken up in a doorway in 2005. Yeah, it was my doorway, so it's not like I was lollygagging around somebody else's house, but the fact of the matter still stands. I know she's my child because she looks as though she's passed out from a hard night's worth of drinking exactly the same way that I looked. Not that I drink anymore because I'm a responsible adult. Yeah, so sit rep. One's asleep, one's watching K-pop Demon Hunters, which I'm slowly beginning to enjoy the musical sounds of. And I'm here making pot noodles out of the boot of my car. Kind of feels like the days before I owned my own home. Except, you know, I didn't have kids. Is camping really fun? I don't know. I'll come back to you on that one. You happy eating your pot noodle? Is it good?
Very tasty.
Very tasty. And what would you rate it out of 10?
I mixed it to make it tasty.
You mixed it to make it tasty. Why, was it not very tasty before?
No, so I mixed it to make it tasty.
That's good.
And I still mixed it.
Alright. You enjoy. Alright, you enjoy.
Bye-bye.
You got the tractor? Yeah? We've got a mole. And it looks like the hunters have got this blooming poor wildebeest.
No, it isn't.
Blaine's burning out. Sorry? Doing some drifting. Oh! You can say hello. Getting rinsed at the arcades. Woo! Hello, lads. What do you mean, hello, lads? What lads are you saying hello to? Oh, my lads. Hello, boys. Hello, gals. That's it. You're riding the horses? That's it, guys. That's it, you're driving the bus. Kush, is it good? Go on, press the button. Whee! Yeah, your toy. It's not a dog. What is it? What is it? It's a little mouse thing. Look at this. Oh, he's already dirty. Little mouse mole rat thing. From Kim Possible. Call me, beep, beep, don't believe me, it's okay. Oops, sorry, Kush. Yeah. And the other one's got a mushroom. I'm not entirely too sure of a magic mushroom song. Just a magic roundabout, isn't it? Magic roundabout. Magic mushroom. First off, you can tell how expensive a place is by the fact that the Pringles here cost £3 and 5 pence. And number two, that keyring, now I'm assuming it doesn't mean just nice. I think it means nice cock. Which, not the best thing for nice tits. Yeah, I'm pretty certain these things have like double entendres, nice tits, nice cock. The boss. Yeah, I'm in the world's second most expensive shop. Ooh. I highly doubt that they're going to have one of these that says Priya on it. But they've got a fucking Harrison and Jaden. Where do these names come from? Says the man whose kids have got unusual names. Cultural names. Right. I need to actually spend some money on some actual food. It's raining again, so yeah. You're just looking at my face. This is quite nice. I'll come back to you when I find something to eat. I also want to give a minor shout out to those that suffer with celiac disease, aka my brother. They have a gluten-free section. Look, gluten-free. I mean, fruits and vegetables are gluten-free as well, so I suppose you could technically have them. You want to hold the Pringles? Go with the... Oh yeah, I'm doing it with the front camera, so it's inverted. Ooh. It's time now to attempt to cook a gourmet meal for the girls, which is of me using this bad boy, which is now steaming up. A little bit of spray oil, light fry spray oil, and I've got some sausages in my chiller, which energy drinks and other products. Do I have to turn these around? Do I have to do this? Look, everybody knows what they are, but there's sausages in there. This is my lunchbox, by the way, which she put nail polish in, and I keep forgetting that it's in there, so constantly when I'm at work it's like that. I might need to just turn this down just a little bit. Look at that, it's already tarnished the bottom here. Slow that down, because it's just burning that away. Because I have not been paying attention, mainly because I came to do this. So, yeah, let me sort their dinner out. Like I say, it's just bangers on the gas hob. Nutritious meal. There's some bread as well they can have. They've got bacon for breakfast as well, so I'm 100% giving them everything they need. Bread and meat. Oh, and tomato sauce. They haven't got brown sauce. They won't eat brown sauce. They're children. They don't know no better. In fact, I could have had it, but I didn't buy any because bleh. Anyway, let me just make their dinner. It's nothing special, but that's how I'm doing my beans on sausages and beans. So cook the sausages as you do. These are those honey ones from Tesco's apparently. And then once I've done them, pop the beans in. You can see it bubbling away. Hopefully they'll enjoy it. They'll enjoy it. Share them between the two of them. And yeah, while that's happening, I've got to put my phone on charge because I'm on 56% and I've had to charge a tablet as well, which was on 55, and then when I came back to the car it had gone down to 26. I don't know why. It wasn't playing. But hey, it is what it is. They're playing together at the moment in the tent, jumping on each other, so yeah. You now join me in the morning with my beautiful Macy Gray voice. The girls slept reasonably well, actually. I put the potty inside the tent in case they needed a wee in the middle of the night, and the only time it was needed was at 5:30 in the morning. FYI, the time now is 4 minutes to 6, and they're both currently up playing a game where you dress Barbie. In a moment I'm going to get ready and you'll see, breakfast on the old burner again. I think it's just going to be classic bacon sandwich, as I said previously before. See how well that goes, and then hopefully use the shower block before everybody else gets up, which also will involve me when I want to go for a number 2, is sitting in the toilet with both of them in the cubicle with me. So yeah, there's something magical about having a poo while 2 children sit on your knees or just talk to you or harass you. It just makes you feel alive, like really alive. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I'm groggy as anything. Haven, swimming, really good. Arcades, really good. Yeah, it's just all around been really quite decent. Had a good time in the tent. It's, well, what can you say? My shoulder hurts. I've got like a torn rotator cuff. That's the only downside though. My shoulder is absolutely battered after this morning. But we've enjoyed ourselves. It's only one night, so once we've had this, we're going to get packed up and set sail. But well, get the lose and everything and then get set sail. But yeah, I heavily recommend it if anybody wants to come down to Haven. It was £34 including the play pass for 3 people, and that's access to swimming, arcades, all the games and late night entertainment. We didn't do the late night entertainment in the end because they were just too tired, which I still am. So that's why I bought my teenage drink of choice, which was Monster Energy. Usually like the White Ultra because, as you know, nothing's better than a White Ultra Energy Monster. But they didn't have any, so I've got the green one with no sugar, which is weird because it's not the original flavour, but I can't remember what the original flavour is. I don't like having too much sugar, says the man who's necking back energy drinks. They are sugar free. Aspartame's fine. Yeah, if ever you want to come to Haven, come to Haven. Kids love it, I loved it. I've got to go home in a minute. Not in a minute, it's in a little bit. I'm well disorientated this morning. Right, let me cook that breakfast and then we'll do a montage of me driving home. Well, we won't really do a montage of me driving home because I haven't got the facility to record the roads. We'll do a montage of whatever. And there we have it. We're back home again in good old Whittlesea. Yeah, so as you see, Haven holiday reasonably successful with the 1 night's worth of camping. So much so, we're going to do it again next week, I think. So we were at Mablethorpe. The one I want to go to is going to be the Cleethorpes one, just because it's a little further up. Driving time is probably only an extra 15 minutes from where we live, which is quite decent. The other ones that do the camping and touring, or the tent and touring, I think that's what they call it, they're either down in Dorset, which is about 4.5 hours away, Lake District, about 4.5 hours away, or Yorkshire, and they're about 3.5 hours away. And I don't think they'll be too happy sitting in the car, given that my youngest, no, she's not my youngest anymore, the middle child, Cushy, on the way back, the last sort of 20 minutes, she was a bit like, oh, I don't want to sit in the car anymore. But because she's 2, it was more like, But hey, what are you going to do? She pretty much did that entire trip, what do you call it, raw dogged. So she just sat there, just staring out the window, doing nothing but staring out the window. So yeah, Pri on the other hand watched her tablet. Once again, K-pop Demon Hunters. It's just on constantly. So it's a good thing the music's decent. But yeah, the long and short of it is, if ever you want to go to Haven, and I'm going to lay, this is the Mrs. Pregnancy pillow, which I'm not going to lie, she doesn't use it anymore. I use it all the time because it's super comfortable. Also, this is a little bit weird, me laying on the bed talking to people, so I'm going to get up. Yeah, would I do it again? Yes, want to do it again next week, different campsite. Facilities, were they good? Yeah, swimming pool's pretty decent. You have to book beforehand. We just got lucky, which is why, even though we didn't book, we were able to get in on the indoor swimming pool. So if you do go, remember to do that. Was it cheap? Yeah, paid £34 for 1 night, which includes play pass. Arcades, got absolutely rinsed. Spent £30, got 2 toys, but they played arcade games, so really it was all about the fun. Is there food on site? Probably worth knowing. Yeah, there's a Burger King, there's a Papa John's, didn't use any of that. There's a Mini Mart, which is rather quite expensive, as you may have seen. Was it easy to get to? Yeah, straight down the A16, which interestingly enough, if I do the Cleethorpes one, A16 starts in Peterborough, so I can start at the beginning of the A16 and then drive it, because the Cleethorpes one, you just come off before the end, but the A16 ends in Grimsby, which is literally like an extra 10 minutes, so I can drive the entire length of the A16 for the fun times, which some would say, hey, that's not particularly fun, but to me it is, just driving 75, 80 miles worth of A road, because I can, and then I can say, yeah, I've driven the entire length of the A16, and there's a reason for it as well, so it's not like I'm taking 4 hours out of my day to do it. But not 4 hours one way, by the way, that would have been both ways. Anyway, yeah, definitely do it again. And the fact of the matter stands, I booked this pitch 3 days before we went, so there was availability. Weather, terrible. It rained fucking loads. I got soaked through and through, but it did teach me something about putting tents up. Make sure you put the outer skin out before you put the inner skin in. I said the word skin. Anyway, make sure you do that sort of stuff. Ended up cooking in the rain. That was a bit shit. Would I do it again? Yeah, because it's all part of the fun. Did the girls enjoy it? Yes, they did. They want to go again. Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. Anyway, this was a bit of a rando video and a sort of quasi-review of Haven. Was it nice? Yeah. Do you want to go? Yeah. What the caravan's like? No idea. Camping's decent. What was the fishing like? Didn't do it. Although Priya would like to go fishing. I haven't been fishing in years. I think the last time I went, I was probably about 18, 19, and we used to fish off the back of my mate's house because his nan backed onto the Stanground Lock, which, yeah, it's a long time ago. I used to ride a little rubber dinghy up and down. Side tangent. If you like the video, please like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one. As long as the rover's back on track, then there'll be videos on the rover again. And, well, hopefully I'll be using that to go out on these. I've also bought a little 2-man tent, which... from Tesco's. I think it cost me £17.50. The one I used was the 4-man. I bought it last year, but I paid £25 for that. It's a 2-skin 4-man. 2-skin. It's a 4-man tent. Good thing it wasn't a 2-man tent with a 4-skin. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.